I do want to point out real quick, even though we're not going to go over all the details, that they talked about 3 variations of Panther Lake, and for the first little while, I was confused on, okay, where does this sit? Like, what kind of devices is this going to go into? Which is part of the thing that I got into with the conversation with Tap. So essentially, Panther Lake, the way they were positioning it, they were comparing it against Lunar Lake and Arrow Lake H. So that's not Arrow Lake HX, the highest end in like gaming laptops. That's Arrow Lake H. So essentially, we're talking about like kind of like thin and light laptops, right? You know, something with a non-discrete GPU. So either something with 4 GPU cores or 12 GPU cores. Now it scales up to that. Interesting enough, the GPUs are still manufactured on TSMC, where the other ones are 18A. So, you know, they're talking about disaggregated architecture, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no mention on, okay, well, what about Arrow Lake H replacement? Or I'm sorry, Arrow Lake HX replacement?
The discrete graphics SKU, basically.
The real, yeah, when you think of like real thick gaming laptops, you know, what's going to go there? Which, I mean, hey, maybe this will be part of that as well, but they never said Arrow Lake HX in any of the slides. They didn't compare anything, and that's always one of the key indicators of like, okay, where do they see this going?
Yep.
Kind of thing, even though they wouldn't say it outright. And also, no talk of desktop. So no talk of
Nova Lake.
Well, or saying Panther Lake was on the desktop at all. Which, I mean, in the past they've said it's not coming anyway. Panther Lake is going to be a mobile thing. So
like they talked a little bit about how some of the technologies that are in this are going to apply to desktop. They talked about how the thread director changes, and the scheduling stuff is going to apply on future unannounced desktop processors, I think was the language used. But for the most part, this was, hey, Lunar Lake was real good. Everybody liked Lunar Lake. AI is a big deal. And then also we have a new laptop processor coming that's the successor for Lunar Lake, but not exactly the like straight line successor.